Welcome back. Tunaingia saa games za Sunday. Now before we delve into the games, the 10 games that we have for you za Sunday, kuna any other ones the past nini?
Nikwambia tu wase follow the video so closely. Game the Saturday tumeangalia vizuri sana. Now we are heading to the Sunday games and we also have the 10 best games ama best odds for Sunday.
Yeah. So tuingie. Game ya kwanza tuko nayo ni ya Tottenham versus Chelsea. Chelsea hii season ikaja kwa poa sana kwao na unaona sana kiscore tena.
Last weekend tuliambia babosses pale nyumbani weke Sun to score. There are those people who are doubting me. I remember sana alikuwa kwa bench ground alikuwa shanipigia kaniambia Ryan ulituambia sana nafunga na hata acheze kwa bench. But the guy came out of the bench and scored also. So it was a good win for us. We had also predicted Tottenham will win. So Tottenham heading to this match already wako position 4 na 42 points. Unapata nao Chelsea wako position 10 na 31 points. Chelsea wamekuwa down sana but this is a fixture they enjoy so much. I remember Spurs has won just one of the last 12 head-to-head against Chelsea. So wame lose 9 games against Chelsea na wame draw 2 peke yake. So and then the other aspect is that Spurs has not drawn at home this season. It's the only team that in the EPL that has not drawn at home. So they have won 8 games and lost 4 games at home. So Chelsea umesema wamekuwa mbaya sana, but I think this is the game that Chelsea will win. Against all odds, Tottenham have had a very good run. They have won 3 of the last 5 games, lost 2. Chelsea has won 0 of their last 5 games. They have lost 2, they have drawn 3. But we are telling you the bosses, Chelsea are winning this game. Probably a scoreline of 2-0 or 1-0. But at the end of the day, pale hivyo umesema hapo kwa kuscore, Modric will score the first goal. His first goal in the EPL anafunga hii game ya Tote. So pale hivyo Modric to score, Chelsea win.
At least this time watu wa Chelsea wako na nini?
Wako na hopes. Hii game wanashinda.
Okay, game ya pili tuko ndani ya Monaco versus Nice, and Monaco have won 4 games in a row at home.
Yeah, Monaco have had a very good form. Though in the midweek on Thursday they were eliminated from the Europa by Leverkusen, having lost 3-2 at home. So they had in this game at the league they sit at position 3 with 50 points, 2 points behind second place Marseille. Nice on the other side are position 8 with 38 points. Nice has not had a bad run either, because in the last 5 games they have won 4, not lost and drawn 1. So Nice people may come into this game with a very good form. However, looking at both teams, we are predicting Monaco will win. So I think they want to motivate, they want to come back to winning ways. After all, they lost on Thursday. So this game they're gonna win, and probably an over 2.5. Yeah.
Okay, game ya tatu tuko ndani ya Marseille versus PSG. So this time unaona Mbappe na Messi wakiscore.
These guys did their magic last weekend. I remember predicting that PSG would win. Now game itakuwa tight. Remember kulikuwa na 7 goals in that game. So PSG versus Lille ended up with a 4-3. Messi scoring a free kick in the last minute of the game. So hii game pia ni ngumu. I think PSG will continue with their form, though they meet second place Marseille, who are at position 2 with 52 points. Difference yao na Marseille ni points 5 peke yake. So Marseille, if they win, they're gonna cut the points short to 2 points. But we don't see Marseille winning this game. Though PSG have had a bad run because they have lost 3 games out of the last 5. And also in the last 7 head-to-head, what has happened is that the scoreline that is at halftime ends up to be the scoreline at full time. So we are telling our bosses they're at home to work PSG halftime, full time. PSG will win the game both at halftime and both at full time. Yeah.
Okay, the fourth game, ni tough game ya Bayern versus Union Berlin. Both wako position 1, wako na 43 points. So it's a game to look out for.
Yeah, a very tight game, because both teams, as you have said, the goal difference is what separates them. Both have 43 points together with Dortmund. So pale kwa Bundesliga kuna waka. Pale hatujui nani ndio anachukua hii kombe, kwa sababu Borussia Dortmund have an equal sign, Bayern have an equal sign, Union Berlin have an equal sign, because both are at 43 points. So Bayern head into this game having won 4 of their last 5 games, lost 1. They lost the last game, that is last weekend against Borussia Mönchengladbach, 3-1, 3-2. And then we have Union Berlin, who also are on a good form, because they have not lost in the last 5 games. So they have won 3 and lost 2. And drawn 2. And remember midweek wamepiga Ajax, so probably wanaweza kuwa na fatigue because of that game ya Europa, because they eliminated Ajax by beating them 3-1. So heading to this game, it will be a tight one, but at the end of the day, Bayern will carry the day. So Bayern will win, and this is a game that will have more than 4 goals. So there's a course calling ya 3-2, 4-2, ama 4-3 kitu kama hiyo. So many goals over 3.5. Bayern win, GG. And both team to score. Yeah.
Okay, game ya tano tuko nayo ni ya AC Milan versus Atalanta. And I can see Milan wako currently at position 4 na Atalanta at position 6. Difference za points kwa points ni kidogo sana ya 3 points.
Yeah, that tells you if Atalanta wins because they are at 41, they'll come neck to neck with AC Milan who are at 44 points. So looking at how this game is going to be, we look at the forms. AC Milan have won 3 of the last 5 and they have lost 2. Atalanta have won 2 and they have lost 3. So looking at it from that angle, you look at their head-to-head. AC Milan has had an upper hand in the last 5 fixtures against Atalanta, winning 3, drawing 1, and losing 1. So a win for AC Milan also takes them to second place. So we think this will be a very tight game, but at the end of the day, Milan will carry the day, probably a scoreline of 2-1. So GG over 2.5, and also Milan win. Yeah.
Okay. The 6th game is that of Sevilla versus Osasuna. And I can see hii game lazima Sevilla jitahidi to avoid relegation.
Yeah, Sevilla tumewazoea wakiwa pale wakifight Champions League spot, but sasa wanajipata kwa relegation zone, which the difference between them and the relegation zone is 3 points actually. So their 25 points have not been enough this season, though they are position 12. Look at Osasuna on the other hand, position 10 with 30 points. So it's a very tight game, but Sevilla in the last fixtures wamekuwa kijitahidi, though maybe they lost to PSV, but they qualified for the next round of the Europa League. So they are motivated. That gives them the motivation to continue pursuing wins. And because they are home, the home advantage also will be very key for them. So we are predicting Sevilla win. So Sevilla itashinda hii game. Yeah.
The 7th game near Anderlecht versus Standard Liege, who are currently at position 6 and Anderlecht are position 9.
Yeah, Anderlecht pia wanajipata position yenye wajezoea because these guys have been among the best teams in Belgium. But this time, they have not been doing so well this season. In the last 5 games, they have won 2, they have drawn 2, they have lost 1. Standard Liege on the other side, they have won 2, drawn 1, and lost 2. You look at Anderlecht, they had a midweek game, that is the Conference League game against Lugano, and they qualified, so they are motivated. That was a very big win for them, although it was a neck-to-neck, but they ended up qualifying. So that will give them a motivation, and also the home advantage will also be key for them. And then their personal head-to-head against Standard Liege, because they have won 3 of the last 5 and drawn 2, so they have not lost in the last 5 games against Standard Liege. So having that in mind, we are predicting Anderlecht will win, and also both teams will score. So there will be a GG and Anderlecht win. Yeah.
Okay. The 8th game near PSV versus Twente, and this is also another tough game near position 4 versus position 5.
Yeah, pale diviste pia kuna waka kwa sababu teams neck to neck pale at the top, kuanzia position 1 to number 5. These guys are giving it their all. So PSV position 4 43 points, 20 position 5 40 points, also a difference of 3 points. That tells you 20 win wanapata wanafikia PSV. So looking at PSV, they have won the last 3 out of their last 5 games. They have lost 1 and drawn 1. Twente on the other side have not won, have won 1 game out of the last 5, drawn 2 and lost 2. PSV won on Thursday against Sevilla, though the win was not enough to make them progress in the Europa League. So they may feel demoralized, but I think it was a motivation because they fought a good fight. Remember they had conceded 3 games in Spain, 3 goals in Spain, but kwao walimanage kufunga bao mbili, so they missed qualification or taking the game to the extra time by 1 goal. So that's a good motivation for them, and they are desperate to fight now for the league because they have existed at the European competition. So we are predicting a PSV will win over 2.5 and also a GG. Yeah.
Okay, the 9th game. This is the final cup game, Rangers versus Celtic.
Yeah, this is the Scottish League Cup final. Rangers versus Scotland, a very tight game. These guys have been the best teams in Scotland. They have been neck to neck in the league. Pale juu kwa table, number 1, number 2. All competitions, it has always been about Rangers versus Celtic. Heading to this game, the last 5 games, wote wameshinda zote. So Rangers won 5 out of 5. Celtic won 5 out of 5. The personal head-to-head, Rangers have won 1 out of their last 5. They have drawn 2 and Celtic have won 2. So it's always a neck-to-neck. So bearing all factors in mind, we are predicting that Celtic will carry out the day. So Celtic will win this cup, and it's a Celtic win. So a very tight one, probably both teams will score, probably a scoreline of 2-1. But at the end of the day, Celtic inashinda.
Yeah. Okay, game ya mwisho, that is the 10th game yenye inachezwa Sunday, ni ya Lugano versus Basel.
Yeah, Lugano versus Basel, position 4 versus position 6. Basel, these guys are motivated. They qualified after beating Trabzonspor in the Europa Conference League on Thursday. So they are motivated because it was a good fight for them. Remember, they had lost in Turkey, but at home they managed to score 2 goals and qualify. So looking at them, currently they find themselves at position 6. Not unusual, because these guys have been competing for the cup against teams like Young Boys, but now they are position 6. So they have not been doing that well. Their personal head-to-head is that Lugano has won 2 in their last 5 head-to-head, and Basel has won 3, so they have not been a draw. So bearing the good form and also the motivation, we think that Basel will carry out the day. But both teams will score in this game, and also an over 2.5 will be there in that game. So to our bosses at home, weka Basel kichwa over 2.5 na GG clear. Yeah.
Okay, so we have come to the end of the your analyze games is a Sunday, but swali tu Sunday kuna game ya ya Carabao final ya Man U. Kuna any tujipe hopes?
So Man U are doing so well. Man U jana they have won against Barcelona. Yes. They have eliminated Barcelona from the Europa Cup. So Man U are doing so well. So kuna hopes. I think this is the first silverware you'll have after 7 or 8 years. So it has been so long. Afadhali Arsenal inachukuanga vijiko na sahani. Manchester have not won even a sahani in the last 7 years. So kuna hopes, lakini it's a final. Anything can happen. Remember, Newcastle have not won a silverware in the last since 1969. I don't know if it's 1969 or what. They have had so many years without having a cup. So pia wanaangalia na ndio chance yao. So we never know. Hiyo game atujeweka kwa games zetu. Kama ulikuwa unataka kubet hiyo labda nikwambie weka Alexandra Isak to score. There's a guy known as Alexandra Isak to score for Newcastle. Alexandra Isak will score, and also the man of the moment. Squeeze wanamuita daktari. Rashford will score. So Rashford to score, Isak to score. Probably your game it in the extra. Ama probably hata itamuliwa na penalties. That is a very tough game.
So that is definitely a game you sisi fans of Man U are looking out for. Tutakuwa tu hapo tunanini, at least tuseme this has been our year, which it has been. I think so far tumejiprove, so no.
Bado mko
top of the table.
Top of the table ndio sisi. Last week ulisema ndogo anateremka, lakini ndogo anaendelea kupanda. So hata hatujachaza kuhusu Arsenal, by the way. We are still the leaders, we are still top of the table. Man U, you're doing good. At least you're following the footsteps of Arsenal. So what Man U is trying to do, Arsenal has already done.
Here we are, sorry. But anyway, we have come to the end of our show. So until next week, tutapatana tena. But also remember, every Tuesday utakuwa naye Ryan for the midweek updates. Na pia mimi nitakuwa naye every Thursday. So until then, we will see you. And I've been your host, Anjiko Willy, and he has been
Saran.
So until then, bye.
Bye-bye.